I will add. Have you left a camera there? I never good when...
Slyším tvůj nádherný hlas, nemůžu spát. Vidím tvoje modrý oči v myšlenkách. Jsi moje bílá paní, ale nechci lhát. Já tě totiž nemůžu mít rád. I kdybych chtěl, tak všechno bude proti nám. Laj, 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 laj. Drahá moje lásko, tohle píšu pro tebe. Doufám, že se máš fajn, kotě až do nebe. Furt nějak nemůžu překonat, co stalo se. A tak mám potřebu vyjádřit se, zpovídat se. A nejen tobě, ale všem. Protože ty jsi to mohla překonat, ale dala si mi košem. Nemůžu překonat, že tví rodiče nechtěli, abys byla s černým, jinak by tě z domu vyhodili. Chápu, že se spálila, ale spolu, lásko, bysme to zvládli, bydlení, prachy i děcko. A tak nějak všecko, stačilo přeci zabojovat. Říct ne, postavit se, zabodovat. Jenže všecko je jinak, lásko moje, jsem ďábel pro ty tví.
Yeah, I'm Jeff, also known as Bullet. It's my Love Systems coach name. And I'm a junior instructor, of course, helping guys become better communicating with women, and hopefully that'll lead to what they want to get out of their interactions with women, whether it's finding the one girl, forming that lifelong relationship, or could be anything else.
How did you come to be involved in this project?
I was with Project Rockstar last year. I was a business mentor, actually, and I volunteered to be on the program, to be a business mentor with Jim. But secretly I wanted to be the 7th Rockstar, which actually the way it turned out. And I stayed on, or stayed with the Project Rockstar every day for that, and got an enormous amount of dating science education through that period, and that helped me immensely. It was life-changing. And now, as previous Rockstar participants, a lot of those guys are in turn becoming coaches and helping the next wave of rock stars. Okay, so it's all very positive guys, and that's why I like being a part of it.
That brings us to the 2010 project. So you're going to be one of the coaches here, but what are you expecting from the 2010 project?
Well, you never know how these projects are going to go. You go in obviously with a certain set of expectations, and as you grow and get more information along the way, then that often morphs into something else, which is what happened with Project Rockstar last year. I joined, obviously learning more about dating science, and now here I am, a junior instructor, which last year I never thought I'd be. I just enjoy that type of work, that industry, also the camaraderie amongst the other dating coaches, and it's exciting. We get to travel all around the world and help other guys, so it's just got so many positives going for it, and that's exactly what we're doing with Project Rockstar 2010 this year. I've been elevated, I suppose, as far as responsibilities go with helping out Project Rockstar this year. I'm now like an assistant manager to the program, making sure everything sort of flows smoothly, and as smooth as they can be. Yeah.
From the outside, some people could look at this as just a few pickup lines to date girls, but is that all there is in the project?
Well, often guys will start dating science with that in mind, and there's nothing wrong with that, of course. You know, they just want to become better at picking up girls or or better quality or better looking girls, and of course there's always a lot more competition with those kind of girls, so those girls are more selective. So guys have to be their very best usually to attract those type of girls. However, what happens is it usually leads to a journey of self-discovery. Once we work in the self-development industry, all right. So we're helping people to become better, and what happens is that yes, they become better at dating science, and then it dawns on them, and it's a realization. Okay, well, if I can fix this part of my life, then there's other things I can fix, whether it's finance, health, all other issues. Even some guys move in a more spiritual sort of field.
Let's go. All right.
Okay, so the
on the road, like my head's huge.
yeah, it's really huge. TV, there's CD player, camera, everything. Yeah, satellite, and movie, even with movies, we find them there.
I thought I was in a fighter pilot. I was there in the TV. So going through the X-ray pilots were shooting me, and Yoda's in the corner screaming my name. We get off that, we go down, and just Winnie the Pooh's cruising around. You buddy, see Winnie, see Donald Duck.
The couch, like, I just need to take a picture last
Time.
Wow, mate.
Okay, good.
How's that, Lawrence? Is that okay?
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I think so. I felt more comfortable than the first one.
More comfortable. Alright, okay.
By playing it bigger. I didn't find it funny, but I found more comfortable doing it.
Okay, good. Well, we're just playing with the different ways, so hopefully you can find like bits where you can go, yeah, actually it's more effective if I do it here. And then sometimes it won't be. Kay Kay was doing it. You were watching.
Yeah, I watched.
Was it okay to watch him? Was he bearable?
Yeah, I really liked it. It was good. He was like a Jedi pilot. He was flying this thing.
Yeah, for bits like that, it would be perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it.
What did you think, Kay?
I don't like the story personally. I have like 4 or 5 things I want to talk about that would easily take up 3 minutes. At least for the comedy things, I don't know. I have like maybe shorter jokes.
Okay, no, that's fine. But the actual drama in using the
the drama's cool. It's
yeah.
fine, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you were comfortable doing it that way?
Yes.
All right. Chase.
So I told a story. It's definitely weird doing it for everything, because I was just trying to exaggerate for everything. But I felt there were certain parts where I could actually feel energetic doing it. So I'm thinking. You know, in my set, when I actually do my set, there'll be a lot of polarity because I feel like I'm naturally still, but then there's actually moments, you know, where I'm exaggerating and I just feel like I want to move and it'll help express the story more.
Somebody who's going to stand on stage and entertain people, if there are places where you can move, it's a lot more interesting. Like if I'm talking about, you know, and there's this like huge big angel and my hands are just moving like this, it's not convincing. And you know, there's this angel and she's, you know, she stood there with these wings. And I thought to myself, you know, and boom, right back in, I thought to myself, bring in small. So you're going from like big to small, you're using this space. It's a lot more entertaining for the person watching. See, we're used to talking to one person or a few people, and we go, you know, we're not going to take up too much space, we might get in the way. So we have this whole thing, you know, and then he became the sun. And the sun shined down upon the people, right? So sometimes, you know, it can be very effective. Let's use the second way of being, which is the opposite. This time it's just the place of eye. It's kind of like what we did yesterday, holding eye contact and breathing. And you're just focusing on what you're saying. You can be, you probably won't get to finish your story in this, because you'll probably be speaking slower. Let's say it was the story about, let's say I'll tell my horse story in this way. Once upon a time there was a man who had a farm, and on this farm he had a horse. He loved his horse very much because the horse helped him with his plants, and he used these plants to feed his child and his wife. So it's just sort of like it's just sort of simple. You're just being there. I'm like, it's kind of harder with a group for some reason to be like this, because it's harder to change eye focus. I was just noticing it there. But if you're just looking at one person, you can do that quite easy. So sort of say the words and feel the words. before you go on to the next ones. Like it's the words that you're talking about here, yeah. So the place of I, the place of being. Just be, they call it the home space actually. Home space in storytelling. It's where, you know, you say something and you just leave it there and it's just you. And then you continue with what you're saying.
So Irish girls are difficult, and the reason they're difficult is because you go and chat to an Irish girl, she'll give you that look. You know that Irish girl look, that I don't think so look. And it's not really my hair, it's like a general look that's done to lots of people, right? But actually a lot of people say that I look like Jesus, and it's probably because I'm hung like this. I wasn't sure if I'd get away with that, but what are you going to do? Crucify me? So I'd really like to do my bit on Irish girls being difficult, if you Irish girls being so difficult. So they give you that look, you know, that, I don't think so look. And girls, that's not cool, because it's not nice, because it takes a lot of guts to walk over to a girl and chat her up. And it's like, it's fucking hard to, I realised how difficult you are when I was in Argentina once, because there was this girl and she did something to me that no Irish girl would ever do. You gotta wait for the punchline, Grace. So she did something to me that no Irish girl would ever do. She looked at me. And then she outdid herself and she smiled. So like I had to go over and say, so I walked over and said, hey, how's it going? To which she replied, $150. Can you start clapping, please, Sorrow?
Thank you, London. My name is Grill. I'm a registered sex offender. Just kidding, I'm not registered. See, I thought I'd try that joke because this British girl said that I could get away with anything with my American accent. So I raped her. No, seriously though. A British guy in America can say pretty much anything and sound cool. A little gay, but still cool. No matter what he says, girls are like, oh my god, this is so interesting. Like, hello, my name is Jeeves. I'm a registered sex offender. Oh my god, they're so interesting. Pisses me off. Speaking of sex offenders, last Sunday was Father's Day. You don't remember to call your dads. I have a great father, actually. We're really close, but lately he's been getting really annoying by constantly bugging me about when am I going to get married, when am I going to have kids. He really wants grandkids. So whenever I get into a new relationship, he gets really excited. So I met this girl a while back. We get to a great date one, which everyone knows is the date where you really have to impress the girl. So I took her to my favorite restaurant in San Francisco. We took a long walk by this beautiful pier. Perfect. We get to date 3, which everyone knows is the date where you make love for the first time. We did, and it was amazing. So time flies, and before I know it, we're on date 7, which everyone knows is the romantic drive to the abortion clinic. So we're on this quiet, awkward drive, and my dad calls. And I was actually stoked to give him the news. I'm like, Dad, finally, you are a grandfather. For about 2 more hours. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that joke was going to work out. Kind of like that baby's life. Alright, so I think I've covered everything important in this comedy act. Rape, sex offenders, abortion. Just want to let you know I'm not just a comedian, I also do babysitting. Have a good night.